Hello, everybody. It's your girl, J9 Eve. There is a thirst trap on the loose, and we are gonna uncover this. My gift to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are about to get into some Melanie King. Um, her foot is pretty often in her mouth, and I have come today to help her dislodge it. So, I'm watching this video of hers. Every once in a while, I'll give it a shot. It's very hard to get through anything. I didn't even get through this one, to be honest with you. But I got into it's like she's talking about Steve Harvey, which he is like he makes it way too easy. He makes it really easy to give him the business because he just I mean, he is a panderer. He is a habitual panderer. This is true. He'll pander to dudes. He'll pander to women. He'll pander to whatever he got to pander to for whatever Tuesday or Wednesday it is. But hey, it has worked for him. Well, I don't know if it did work for him because it's starting to kind of starting to fumble the bag a little bit. So anyway, so she's commenting on the whole think like a man, act like a lady book slash movie, mostly into the movie, right? And Melanie King's narrative isn't even her narrative. It's this thing she found that people seem to be paying a lot of money to have people reiterate. Like she's basically like the people who like people hire to like read the words, like read like an audio book voice. She's just standing there. Swoop. So Kevin Samuels says, I mean, the fact is ladies need to be more like ladies. Stop being a slut bucket. Let me adjust my shirt here real quick. And so, what I'm saying is, just be more in line with the universe. It's crazy. Women are such slut buckets. Just adjusting my chair. Oh, who are you? Holy Left Titty Tuesday. What is going on here? You is racking them up with baby oil. Coming on here talking about women ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. Divorce that's all outdoors. I am divorced. You are divorced. You are a failure. I am a failure. Kevin Samuels is a failure. Why are we talking about divorces and people not being married? This is insane. Do you know what you sound like? The answer to that is no, you do not. And so that is why I am here today. I want to help. Melanie, look at me. Look in my eyes. I want to help. I want to help you. I want to show you that this shit's going to be weird when it hits the fan for you. You are pandering to people whom are going to turn on you. They are going to, just so you know, Melanie, they are going to turn on you. They are. This is going to hit the fan. They're going to get tired of of you pandering the way that you are and them never getting a chance. The difference between you and Danica Marie is Danica is married. She has an excuse to actually not really fully engage with these men throwing themselves at her constantly and giving her money constantly because she has a husband and they know it. So they know there's a barrier. You don't have that, Melanie. That that thirst bucketing that you're doing, like looking like that, racking the ladies up real tight. It's gonna that shit's gonna blow. You are not gonna be saved. Your audience is not good at protecting. They're they're the people who are gonna harass the shit out of you and force you to call the police. Like this is what they're gonna this is what they're gonna do. So you're gonna pay for this. So you need to watch it, honey. Okay? We can't team light skin here. You're wrong, baby. You're wrong. You're the reason why being light skin is an issue. People like you are the reason why it's an issue. I get judged because a bitch is like, I'm sorry, didn't mean that. It just came out of a weird place. But I get judged on sight because of people like you. I get judged on sight for that shit. So I don't appreciate it. Okay? I don't appreciate it. And when are we going to take out these? This is crochet. For anybody who hasn't noticed, the hair, if you're wondering, is that real? Is it not? Clearly, it's not real. Come on, give me a fucking break here. It's not real. That is, just in case you were wondering how it's on there, is it a wig? What is it? You know, it's crochet. So what I'm wondering is, when's she taking that shit out? You know, because we about 3, 4, 5 months, what, we 3 months? 3 months in, something like that. It's almost time to take it out. So I wonder what the next look is. Or she's just gonna like take it out, wash it, have them braided up, stitch them back in, like yank, put them back in. I don't know what the plan is, but that was just some information in case anybody was curious as to what the fuck was going on with her hair, as she's pretending to be extremely black with dreads. She's really put on the costume, but okay. All right, let's just get into it. Now, let's just listen. We're gonna listen to her talk. And I'm going to be reacting like a motherfucker. So
in the black community are creating 80% of the children. 56, I think is this 56 to 54% of black men in particular are single and or middle class and childless. And the other 30% are married. So when we throw out these statistics, we're really talking about 16% of men who are not really doing things the way they should, but they're fathering 80% of our children. And it's situations like this where women, he's got that good D, he looks good, he's this, that, and the other. He's out of our range that we qualify for as a woman, which I know the world tells us all of us are beautiful, all of us are this, that, and the other, all of us deserve the best. And it's just not the reality. I think there's a fluff words to make us feel better.
Oh, don't say us, bitch. Like you see, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you bitch. It just comes out of my face. It's not you, not because of you. It just comes out of my face because it's like that's how I feel at the time. It's like this aggressive, this thing is coming out of somebody's face. And she's saying these things that I know are actually, this is harmful. I'm laughing my ass off at this because it's, but this is harmful. This is actually harmful shit. When people come on and they do shit like this and they pander and they tell you you know how many kids have gone so awry because they had somebody pumping them up, standing behind them, pumping them up. Yeah, do it, Dexter. Do it, Erica. Yeah. You know how many people are dead and in jail because of shit like that? You cannot pander to people's bad behavior. It's not cool. That shit is not cool. And you are a demon for that. Allegedly. Talking about some Christianity. This is some evil shit right here we talking about, y'all. And she be spouting Christian stuff. You want to know why I don't go to church? There you go. These are the type of people. This is what's in there. This is what's inside the building. I talk to God right in here and be like, God, why you do that? What is this about, God? This is how you supposed to talk to God. This is how you do it. Not in a room with this thing. Plotting on y'all. Y'all like it. Y'all must like it.
But all of us cannot get the highest level man. So a lot of times we'll accept less from a man that we see.
She means to say y'all. She's being kind and saying us. She like, y'all can't get what I get. Bitch, you ain't got what I got.
As having some other benefit to us, like for some reason we're strongly attracted to that man sexually, And a lot of women will be as well. So these are the men who are running around. These are the men that are turning into these deadbeat fathers. Now, there are exceptions to that rule. I will grant you that. But we got to look at the statistics. I know it's easy to have the talking points and the feeling of all of this. But I wanted to go back into what Steve said specifically, is that once the DNA says that you're the father, that's not true. Men are getting hit and having to pay child support even after the DNA, because that is a whole nother can of worms that needs to be explored. And it's above my pay grade to really honestly discuss that at an educated level. It would be just a lot of conjecture and anecdotal things that I would talk about. So, but hopefully.
Yeah, most of the shit that come out of your mouth is extremely anecdotal and repeated straight, exactly, number for number, word for word, from the mouth of Kevin Samuels. That's not you're not even changing it up enough for us to not notice. You need to be a little bit more sneaky. A little bit more sneaky, Melanie. You're not being sneaky enough for this.
When y'all first started this friends with benefits relationship, was it ever it was just supposed to remain that?
Yes, sir.
So when you told him you were pregnant, what did he say?
Very disrespectful words, trying to tear me down, and things like he doesn't want me to have his legacy. He doesn't want to have a child with someone who's half white. Just a lot of different negative things.
Oh, the benefit package was fine when you was half white.
That's what I said. That's what I.
Watch Melanie's face. Like, so she tries to show expressions of what? Oh, just watch. It'll be in her eyes mostly. I don't think she can move much of anything else.
So once again, she's just telling, just one thing. Like, she's not telling it.
Okay.
Did he?
All right, here we go. Now, this is the part. this is what inspired this particular video. What she's about to do right here, very blatantly. Oh God, everything she said sounded like he was an asshole. He was a deadbeat. Oh God, this can't be right. Something must be missing. She's just given this one piece of information, this version of hers. It's gotta be something else. It's just gotta. Watch, just listen.
He really say that was the issue, that because she was half white?
She just said, did he really say, bitch, for all you know, she just told you what the fuck happened. You either believe her or you just go, I don't believe that would ever happen. I'm not gonna continue to listen. But don't sit here and try to dissect whether or not he said it or not when you have no information. You need to find something. You know why you need to find something? Because you already have dug yourself into this here conversation, only to then find out that it was him who was just being a dick. How do I get him out of this? My audience wants him out of this. My audience insists that I give him a way to weasel out and make him not a deadbeat dad and make it her fault somehow. Look at her looking to the side of her. She's looking for the answer, but it ain't there. It ain't there. Look harder. Maybe you'll find a lie that you can put in its place, Melanie.
Is this the type of thinking that he had before, where he didn't want someone like that, but you still continue to be friends with them?
And there you go. Her fault. She found it. She found the way. Leave it to Melanie. She found the way. Oh, he said he didn't want her to have his legacy. He didn't want to have a baby by a mixed girl. I wonder, there must have been something else. There must have been, it was, let me see. What could it be? Did he already show signs of hating mixed people? I'm gonna suspect no, he didn't. I'm gonna suspect no, because it doesn't make sense for what was happening in the situation. So no, he wasn't showing signs of that. He wasn't, and And so it can't be then switched on to be her fault. Find something else, Melanie. It's so you stayed with someone once they said, if you ever get pregnant, I won't ever want to have a child with a mixed baby. Why would that conversation have fucking happen, Melanie? Don't say stupid shit. Melanie, don't say stupid shit. Melanie. Melanie, I know you're so used to being so successful in the YouTube circuit. And your husband did a great job editing y'all's videos, and you're very used to that thing. But I remember watching that video that you did where you were talking about when you were trying to figure out what it was that you were going to be talking about in your what kind of internet business thing you were going to start. And you said that you were considering doing only fucking fans in a live stream. The beginning of your live stream, I remember this. You had on a pink, I ain't even going to give it away because I don't want you going back and finding it and trying to delete it or something. But you said you were trying to find out what you wanted to do, and you were like, you considered doing an OnlyFans, and then tried to, come back from it and go, oh, but I decided, no, I can't. The fact that you even considered it, guess what I never considered, Melanie? Guess what I've never considered? If you've considered, I'm going to tell you this, if you've considered OnlyFans, you've considered stripping. Nothing against strippers. But I can imagine, I don't have to imagine, I'm sure you've said plenty of things about strippers. Okay, I'm sure, because your narrative is that of these particular fucktard dudes who follow you blindly. And when they don't follow you blindly, they just look into the wrong fucking eyes, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. I'm gonna need for you to do better than this.
Benefit and chose to have a child with him, or suddenly did he come up with that as one of the reasons why afterwards? And was it just a reason that so he can, get rid of you, essentially, that he came up with just anything? But it doesn't, there has to be more to this, because he doesn't want you to have his legacy. It's true, because you both agree to be friends with benefits.
Okay, so, and why does it have to be more than this? Why does it have to be more than this? I'll tell you what it is. He's a nigga who has nothing. He's a nigga who has a lot of time on his hands. Okay? But that's all that he has. Right? He has that. He has no moral compass. It has to be someone else's fault rather than the man's. As long as you can find a way for it to not be the man's fault, then you're in good. You're good. You're lined up pretty fucking well. Okay. Oh my God, this chick. All right.
I'm assuming if you friends with benefits, do you really want him to have, do you want to hold his legacy? Do you want to give birth to his legacy? But I think there's layers to this. But see, when we just get these top surface and she's just like, he said this, well, what did she say to him?
Okay, yeah. What did she say to him?
What?
Okay, yeah, and that is a good point. You make a great point, Melanie. Like, she comes up and she says, we were friends with benefits for years. I got pregnant and he said he don't want to have a baby by a mixed girl, and he don't want me having his legacy. And then you go, there had to have been some stuff that must have happened. Maybe the family was weird with him. Maybe, you know what I mean? There's a reason why the whole mixed thing. There's a reason why he, there's stuff. That's a reasonable thought, because, there's your side, the other person's side, and then the truth. Got you. There's that whole thing, right? But have the same goddamn energy, Melanie. Same fucking energy, Melanie. It can't just be the one side, Melanie. Have that same thing that you just said. There has to be something else. When a man says, which they all fucking say, your whole audience is screaming, I'm not there with my child because she's made it hard for me. I'm divorced because if a girl says she's divorced and it's like I left my husband because what. Okay. The emphasis is just on you just left your you now you a single mom, you a single da 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 da. No one wants to say what you just said that matters. You just said it, Melanie, right? There has to be a reason. What was the reason? Shout out to Cardi B. What was the reason? There's that. The problem with you guys, okay, with this shit here is that it's this all the rules only apply. The benefit of the doubt applies to men. The it's all your goddamn fault applies only to women. And when a woman finds out that if I wear my titties half out and oil myself good, put on my waist trainer and get on this here screen with some fake locks so I can blend in with the black folks this decade, they will pump money out to me if I tell them whatever they want to hear. I do not care that the actual black women in this community who are being basically tortured with this shit are going to have to pay the price. I don't care, because when I'm done, when I'm finished getting all this money and I've gotten what I can, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull this shit out of my fucking head, press my hair out, take all this fucking shit off, pull the stuff that I've stuffed in my bra that's making my right titty bigger than my left one. And they're not gonna fucking recognize me in the street, my nigga. They're not gonna recognize me in the street. I'll become a whole nother thing. Maybe I'll do OnlyFans next. I'm gonna need for you to cut it the fuck out. You've gone too far. You're doing too much.
What was she doing? We don't have a clue.
What was she doing? We don't have a clue. That's right. So shut the fuck up about it. Yeah, Melanie's divorced. Like, she says that she never cheated, but Melanie King says she never cheated on her husband, but she's divorced. I mean, I wonder what she was doing. What did she do to her husband to make him divorce her? Like, she must have been like terrible. She must have not cleaned her house at all. She must have didn't get along with the family. They must have thought she was a thought or something. I wonder why he left her. Because he left her. She said she didn't file for divorce. So what would cause him to leave her? Can you imagine what she could have done wrong or was just terrible at? Or was she disrespectful to him? What was she doing? This is what the fuck you sound like talking about other people. Please understand that shit can be turned around. You hear that? Just like that. Thanos fucking snap. Okay? I'm gonna need for you to wrap them motherfuckers up. Wrap them up. Okay? And find another fucking niche. You know how many things you could be doing with the titties wrapped up that would be great and wonderful? Okay, you could do there are plenty of things on the internet that you could be talking about with the ladies racked up, and you could get support. You sitting here bashing black women of all things to these people, and you're not even actually really a part of that fucking community, this goddamn community. I'm gonna need for you to fucking cut it out. I'm gonna need you to cut it the fuck out, okay? This shit is not cute, y'all. It's not cute. And just so you know, Melanie, you are OnlyFans. This is OnlyFans. Your channel is Only fucking fans. But for guys who hate women but love titties. That's what yours is. They come on there, they found a way to mash these two things together. Well, I like to hear people talk shit about women because it makes me, it's like it validates me. But I also want to see some titties while, at the same time. But I only have 24 hours in a day. Melanie King. I have found it. Oh my God.
Blue. But we as women will hear these stories and just
We as
say,
women.
that's it. But we don't really even surface level to say, that's not making sense, sis, what you're saying. A lot of this is something that's different than what, this isn't lining up at all. And I will say to the man as well,
Please tell me y'all noticed that shit. She's literally circling her fucking titties while she's talking. And what they don't understand, you gotta see, you gotta, because it's gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta do that, because y'all being played on so much shit. That shit is hilarious. You know what? I ain't even gonna hate. I can't even hate on you. I can't even hate on you because, in all honesty, the type of people that fall for this type of shit, they deserve it anyway. You know what? In fact, I'm tripping. You go ahead and you get everything you can get for these things. Because the ones who follow you are trash. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I kind of did, but I know that there's exceptions to the rule. There's some of them in there that are just like, but for the most part, no, they just, either way, if you end up in this kind of space and you find yourself being like, yes, this is the place for me. I mean, I'm glad you found that place. Please just stay the fuck in there. Don't come out where nobody else has to see you or hear you. That I ain't gonna play no more of the fucking video. I can't take no more of this. And then what happened was, so the spaceships, they go up. And then they go up into space. The spaceships go into space. And then when they come down, all this smoke comes shooting out of them. Melanie is a beast. Y'all are gonna be drained. Oh, pun intended, honey. Pun intended. So thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit. Melanie King, I ain't gonna ask you to stop because it takes a certain type of person to do what it is that you do. So me saying you should stop that, that's a terrible thing to do. You already know that, and I know that. And this is who you are, and I know that as well. So I'm not gonna wish you luck in what happens after this bubble burst, because like I said, Kevin, this bubble is gonna burst. It's gonna burst. Just be aware. There's consequences and repercussions to this. It's gonna sting. It's gonna sting. But take it easy, folks. Love you. Like, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell button. Come on. I will catch you on the next one. Peace. I am a girl. I am a straight female. And even I am having a hard time looking at your fucking face in this video. I shit you not. Like, my eyes just keep going down. You are wrong for this. How can you look at this? You get on camera and you do. And it's crazy how, because I mean they're trying to make it seem like men just leave their children. And that's just not the case. Men don't do that. Let me put the shoulders up. Oh, I gotta tuck my arms behind my titties. This shit is insane. Guys, do better. Do better. You hate that women have been kind of running over you all these years and pretending to like you and using you for stuff. You hate that so much, but then you tune in for this. You don't hate that. You don't hate that women are using you for money. If you hated that, you wouldn't be watching this shit. Where the lie at? Where's the lie? If you hated it, would you be on here watching this, knowing she is pandering? The evidence is that she's pandering. You understand what this type of costume is for. Y'all talk about it all the time. If you had a girlfriend and she left the house in this, dressed just like this, you would be like, bitch, where is you going? Okay? That's what you would say to her. You know why? Because you know that what this is to attract. And when she gets on here, every single time, like this, with her head tilted like this, pouty lips like this. And when she does that fucking kitty voice, that shit is sick. That shit is sick. We're talking about a super villain here. This right here is a super villain. Part of you gotta kind of admire it. As a woman, you kind of gotta go, man, damn. I mean, she showed up. She showed up. It's certain things I don't think she understood the mission to, but this particular thing she came in for, oh, she understood this mission 100%, honey. She understood the mission, and she might understand the mission more than anybody else, male, female, anybody. This chick right here understands the mission. I don't think she has foresight though for what comes next. She's just like balls deep in. You know what I'm saying?